Thank you for joining me on the channel today. My name is Trent. This is Highway Spec, and we're going to do what we do every single Monday, and that is a Max Spec build where we click all the options, all the buttons, see what we can get a vehicle up to in terms of price. And today is the Rivian R1S. Now, we recently spec'd out a couple weeks ago, by the time this airs, the Rivian R1T. And that was a really cool truck, but I was a little bit shocked by the price of it. So I wanted to click all the buttons. So we're going to do that with the SUV version, the R1S. All right, so this starts at $78,000. Now, Rivian has been in the news for their price raises. Things have gotten more expensive, but this is still a 7-passenger SUV, all electric, still really quick. I do love the split tailgate design. I think it's a really cool vehicle, and I think it's going to be incredibly popular. Now, you cannot get the max battery pack like you can on the truck, which gets you over 400 miles of range, but irregardless, we do get, I think, 316 miles of range. So let's go ahead and visualize our R1S. And as you can see, starting at $78,000, dual motor, all-wheel drive, the 7-seat interior, heated and ventilated seats, heated steering wheel. It is very well loaded, very well equipped, and very cool looking. Now, of course, adding the quad motor goes up to $8,000, so you've got 4 motors rather than 2, obviously in the name there. 0 to 60 in 3 seconds for an SUV, pretty quick. More than 800 horsepower, more than 900 pound-feet of torque, compared to the dual motor 0 to 60 in 4 seconds. Now, the standard pack isn't available with the quad motor. The large pack, there we go, 316 miles of estimated range. Now, a few of these have been delivered. Now, what they did with the R1T is they actually sold them to family and friends of employees or employees themselves, just to get some feedback before they released it to the public at large. And I believe that's what they're doing now, because I know some people have spotted them out and about in California, Southern California. So let's take a look. Right now we're at $92,000, and this is estimated because it is bound to go up again at some point. Glacier White adds $1,750, $2,500 for Midnight, interesting. Red Canyon, $2,500. So pretty much all the colors add to it, except for the silver. Okay, silver's the only standard color. There's a lot of companies kind of adopting this Tesla style where you get one color for no cost and everything else is extra. All right, I actually kind of like this Compass Yellow on the SUV, which is interesting because on the truck I did not like it, but for some reason, maybe it just reminds me of a Hummer H2 or something like that, but we're gonna go with the Compass Yellow. Now, this is something I've brought up a couple of times, the paint protection film, quite expensive on the Rivian, $1,500, but this is a Max Spec build, so we've got to do it. Now, standard wheels are 21-inch with road tires, the all-terrain tires at $3,500, and they lose about 40 miles of range because of less rolling resistance, less aerodynamic wheel covers, and bigger tires. You can notice in the configurator it does raise up a little bit in height. And we can also get the sport wheels. Those are 22-inch, and they only lose about 21 miles of range. But I think as long as the price remains the same, I would go with those all-terrain dark ones. So $3,500 for that. We're at $99,500 for the estimated price. And we haven't touched the interior yet. So let's go ahead, add Ocean Coast adds $2,000, of course, pushes us up over the 100,000 mark. Forest Edge, which I am not a fan of, especially with the yellow interior, I think, or yellow exterior rather. With the green interior, absolutely not. So we're gonna go ahead with the Ocean Coast. Yep, they're all going to be $2,000. Okay. Ocean Coast is the key then. Let's go to the gear. 3-person tent plus cargo crossbars, $3,100. Now, I haven't heard any issues so far with Rivian in terms of their supply chain issues for some of the accessories that they have, like the truck. They got rid of the camp kitchen and the slide out in that tunnel because of production issues. So reinforced underbody shield, tow hooks are already in there, and then you can get recovery boards. That kind of defeats the purpose of the tent there. We do want a compact spare tire, all-weather floor mats, recovery gear, and this is something that was in the truck that I thought was really cool. $150 for this first aid kit, which sounds expensive, but slots in the door, it's pretty extensive in what it has, so I think it's a smart option.
It's not dumb, it's smart.
I've already got the cargo crossbars. These are just different mounts, so we're not gonna bother with that. And the wall charger delivers up to 25 miles of range every hour of charging. $750, and that brings us to a grand total of $108,875. That's pretty pricey for a startup electric vehicle 3-row SUV without the Max battery pack, which is not available on the SUV, as I've mentioned. I'm a little surprised at the price. However, after building out the truck, I'm not quite as shocked as I probably would have originally been speccing this out, but honestly, it's an attractive vehicle. I do like it. Personally, I do like the Hummer SUV more than the Rivian SUV if I were to pick one or the other, but really not a bad look. $108,000, $109,000 basically. That's a fair chunk of change, but I have no doubt that Rivian has plenty of buyers lined up for it. What did you think of this build? What did you think of the price? Let me know in the comments below. If you made it this far, I really do appreciate that you watched this video. I ask that you like the video, consider subscribing, clicking the bell notifications, all the things the YouTube algorithm loves, so that it pushes the video out to more people so I can make more videos like this for people like you. Thank you again for joining me. I will catch you on the next one.